I'm busa.
99 for so yeah.
99 for so your muscle. 99 for your muscle. Na Sunday, or the Sunday you make. If you fear so me go to live bank akra. Na ye bewa. Nipa. Unya be bintra. Nti wo de no ye wa sorry 99. Now you internet to the go, TV to the go, TV.
Me yebi.
Afa wa na say o de ne de.
Afa time the Adam tree mu. Afa time me there.
Ya untimi o. Also try now so na bompai.
What time the Adam tree mu ne.
And I said
so we call 99 hombre.
So I got 99 now to 99 hombre.
Now when you change some dey e kan ko etiru.
We be say question answer.
Matthias you but
me say ya hombre. O dey answer question.
Ah me bre.
Ya hombre. So hombre now to me ka woni bisu sa. Also at least abodu mienu afa wa bokakra 30 minutes ko na betimi aba obo no wada so what I say
okay
oh now anasa untimi eno a command your morning evangelist ewusi every morning ahomachi no num no was sorry not the wash nyame senti o command the morning no to influence the day so what I say now don't wash nyame sa untimi nya na ni je ngwaza kraketwa kramobonse cross back when you them what you near oh enye we yes na omo so a omo ya no ma friends omo pom Easter de no Easter yesu wo ene ne sori ye ne di unyo yesu obusu ani no abajensa jem Easter ye nchade oh wa dem baba from say oh jema na Easter de we go catch okay Grayson
chairman
na go say Easter we fia
fia kontu kakra na
ugo wana
debi
ana ugo asante mabon
say ko hwe project bi na chese ihu series iko nti no ana de ye
fantastic obo me call obo is also a musical president obo vice onse Ghana Post MP okay yes
onse before to obe contest for MP
onse me there see politics na in there the born now onse me in the free
okay
gaso
yeah
na oye homecoming be say say back to our roots say Easter bia no asante achemfo nyina nhia odwaso what I say
okay
now this time omo ye health work a clean up exercise mega concert with Chiame Kwame all the top musicians na easy ebo obo abasopa who's obo political ambitions the tiny say tell offer na me also me comment me anko go chase you ko die bambai so
ukoko
na
Rock City ana
man call Rock City return trip you go by
okay
you go here Easter so ga kan so atazia I call hono
guy ezini ko go up
die back 3,000
night Rock City ana
and I'm the view
ordinary 3,000
moving big crazy. It was how we come.
But then nipa was
I'm for Germany or call. I'm for Germany or call. But I never come any J5 the level I'm off with you.
Oh fine.
Oh and easy. Na me chidon hina na oh de mepe. Na the call opinion na say no can you programs na on fire in Yagro. Na osi komodie say yatrasi say baby a bomini oboni obie TPFM fantastic obi a hono instant ye di enti yaba ne aba say baby adu ne adwuma ye ba sam no de amani awro ho sam say say dem say di Easter no say di Christmas and di Easter 2 day no mo ne ada because ye di Easter you be school they say nkra ni be school nti so what is getting nyina and you can we wi account so no okay now wiki mu no I never bring a course so Arsenal drawing with Liverpool, Manchester United winning, and Barcelona ball draw, Real Madrid losing, Chelsea still on to me go. And Dean Smith has been appointed as Leicester City manager. I mean Arsenal for you bossy. I de Only the was in.
I didn't hear.
Oh, wouldn't the was in? Oh, overtries wouldn't the was in. This is straight our Leicester. Oh, Leicester no next so much. Next league game.
At home, Etihad.
Be someone less league game. As someone can say, next league
Man
game.
City, Etihad.
Okay.
Chairman,
Unse,
go for Mudia 5-0.
Say what? I think I can. Me who league, in recent times. Yes, there's always one gamer in the winning league. Game, and end of the season. Your one game be defining the entire season. Mama example, Liverpool bought Edge League. One crucial game against Everton. Merseyside derby. Goalless draw no way. And I go give an go yibo bia.
I pick football.
Pick football. Ne go yibama origishare. No. Man City who can company. Omni Leicester be
short no.
Goalless just on pon. And a show. Arsenal. Bournemouth. Match to beat himself and lose game no. That's a snatch it. Na me who say people say and Arsenal nyade and Arsenal draw against Liverpool. And Liverpool yo yate yeramase. And then me who say man for say no more can big we talk about your game against Liverpool. Oh yes. They are not quite also a chance say who try to Arsenal to win the league. The kind of lack Arsenal this season. Match now winning you know.
One winning.
Sorry, match now. It felt like a win. It felt like a win, even though say Kamatinelli nyabu trekakra. Kefa win no. But we were so lucky. Mo Salah missed the penalty. The number of chances Omunyai and Aaron Ramsdale and a standing between a victory for Liverpool and a defeat for Arsenal. I'll making sure say Arsenal 1 point. It will give Arsenal Kwenyaji. Oh. Because it was a game. Arsenal fan behind you see a lose game maybe. It's about draw. By a board draw, man was in the league win to win. 6 points no. I just say City share West Ham. No, what chance na. Arrow. You will be here leading says on waiting at leading says or no leading says on waiting at leading says yet win. Now there that's you.
So 3 Mubati 3 film.
Yan 3 film
Mubasha City or Etihad.
What do you do how?
Mubasha Newcastle was a game.
Aye.
It's not can buy you. Say if I know maybe I'm the match is not can buy.
Anyway, Obi, let's be fair. In all fairness, this is a team that has lost how many games? As a lose 3 games this season.
Yeah.
1 against Manchester United, 1 against Everton, and 1 against City. 3. Not 3 in the lose in the league. Not 3. Yes. And I will be a loser. I'm a referee. 3 no. You lose 3. Yeah, your team no. Oma share. City, Manchester United, Everton, and the woman in and Namoka and I City so. City lose say. Oh, what you are? Oh, how many? So against Jumbo check it. City lose say. City, Brentford, Koshen or Etihad. Tio, Brentford, Koshen, City or Etihad. Ye yin team Koshen more. That's it. Never. So Brentford for that day over. That 13 players on the boy. On ball 11. The same City side. I must say ne. Arsenal about draw against Liverpool. City Ashen in Tiasano. Now so ref say Arsenal Kosher Nottingham Forest 4-0. Our home. Nottingham Forest in City 1-1. Oh, City inside. What is this unfairness?
But even on foot, City could lose 1-0.
City could lose.
Yeah.
I mean, shout
Liverpool show 1-0.
I mean, shout and the assembly and Makacho says Gabriel Sutrabo in my city no. But so bad betra obi was I can say the Moasa. No can you be facing because you're trying. Why Netaki? Any man no can't better ke Gabriel Jesus. Kobusa Van Dijk. Kobusa Van Dijk said what to say. Or training many butu na refuge or say ye more bomber refuge nearby say grada. With DTI. But still we are winning our league. Yeah, G League.
Because Man City won Casabe.
How many? Man City won. Man City won. London, how many London club bought outstanding game, right?
Yes.
Against West Ham.
Outstanding.
How many West Ham?
No, Brighton.
How many West Ham bought? How many West Ham? And they also say bought.
Outstanding near Brighton.
Okay, Brighton. Okay, Brighton. Now say you could draw.
I know they are bad draw.
Draw. On the draw. Jumbo 2-2 or what?
Man City best shine the bad 8.
Okay.
Some match no.
Okay.
Some Man City for ball no more body.
Only the result of coach over there.
Yeah, Dean Smith.
Jarifa Dean Smith Premier League record nto so.
Then the Premier League.
Hey, chairman, and so you didn't have a
Premier League.
Premier League number go.
See. Dean Smith.
Yeah, my team no. That's not. Yeah, one oh.
Now, Umbo against you. Did I you know the boy? Umbo against not for on board road. Umbo Brentford na nyam Mbombo. Akobi no ni Mbombo na. Oma edi abeto Cameroon. Abeto Mbombo. No man a boy uncle Solomon. In your football, we never say. Now we know 114 now can. He won 32, drawn 22. Lost 61. Thomas. Only say statistics sometimes can be misleading. Where who say I am wrong. Shenobia at Aston Villa, saying Tobasi. At other clubs, saying when is Adia. And you're right. Then you can Frank Lampard go to Chelsea. Frank Lampard, you win percentage. We lose more games than we win. Frank Lampard.
Nani Chelsea coach ni papa moi.
New answer. Mr. Moy said you must have bias. I am not doing what Chelsea.
New manager
bounce. New manager bounce. Come on, okay. Sabro for go in Teda. Must new manager bounce. City go there. A new manager bounce. Hey.
Na say Lampard new manager bounce so amfa.
Yo, on the say I had the corner like for like. Okay, you there.
But when Liverpool pa the last goal na shame. Last goal the trend at the years in Shenku.
Not the Shenku. But no also pim no. Anyway, but board your sanity. Liverpool yeah Premier League in your same year in your home. No one.
There was some of the ones on board.
Oh, okay, you call yes, I didn't quit.
The man reading in our
Baby, Yabo draw, or no, your coco Lucy, Ade, or on Goluju. See, who am I? Your better record in terms of your teams now. Say, oh no, 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 and you have a bonny enemy, you do the bottom. But say, League, no, so much sacrament 3 points, near me, no, ball. That day, no, Abaji, Mr. Gabriel, young fan Katiana go. No, I didn't get you. No go down and kai no yam so. Then get you. Ya di Gabriel Jesus. So who said you see or share yet ade no. Na hwan Elliot no na na Fabino. So they say. Baby go wine Van Dijk go putu na so na referee. Boy na record. They say that ebu obi nam. Adanya hwe. Say Brighton for say. Unza na referee na report mo chow. So the review for the okay.
But as well, we can as a much church is too much.
Panic in London. I say, I feel panic in alcohol hallucination.
We are still leaders of the league.
And no
panic no. I know about last minute to Liverpool and actual mentality issues no.
Yeah, mentality.
Because the last minute send musi mu jam homa Liverpool for taken. But never say mu real first half.
It happens. Born you need to. It happens in football.
Okay.
Football we but the good thing is that we had Aaron Ramsdale who did his duties perfectly.
Amazing.
Now say Liverpool for Nibia control say Ramsdale no one care chance. Now Ramsdale did in Jerica. Okay, the Jerica so make Napoli very goals. That is why he's paid for. He did his job amazingly well. And he made sure that Arsenal did not lose that game. It's 1 point from that game. Now City. Okay, Real Madrid is Lusui. Real Madrid. Lusui. Chikweze.
Yeah, Jitum. Yeah, Barcelona for Real Madrid Abamufia Besham for. Mubo home against Girona. Munsha go cry na nipa ni Easter ni kakra.
But conforms when you set at 10% no.
10%. Oh, new taxes now ba. Oh, one dey amfa ho. Say no dey. Dey oman aye dey.
Ghana munya botre. On the Ghana for munya nyina ntia de biase. And no dey tax in the amanoni bia when you win a bet, who win the lottery inside na they tax you. And you tax on winnings. And you tax on the principal. Yentiase. Now say be misinformation say so go try bet say we are unya 2 us na ucha 100 cedis na so be 200 cedis na se bet no ni ba ko lidia na say yetika no na cash out be 50 Ghana now we 50 da you bet 10% no it say no taxing there yeah na kasa no yeah so the taxing is not something and you used to no sir but now you feel say because of the system inti can the common taxi betting companies no more near on toy so at say because we need this calculation
yeah
tika de omo nya no ye ndie no more but winning is the idea of tax there are people who winning lottery in America and in UK and other places almost charge taxes
but the 10% in the chairman is on what
also on winnings
yente usika odi twa him free
ombete say winnings no
okay tibia me twa 100 cedis no be 150
you better tax 150 no tax okay ordinarily that's how it's supposed to be minim area modalities no my na but boys are happy with it. The boys are not happy with it. Say your taxi ama bega kra ha. No be rad them go taxi no. Sad the beacon. But yenti taxing component. Yenti ase but ana yensu tax bi say ba omo be chechi mu. So well
obi dey run out papers for na.
Ana yenti a yam mabunu no. Dodo na o ka tax asem tray a yem pese be dia tum say omo first carry nya hwe
that's the point
omo vanya hu
that's the point
omo di
that's the point
yes come di no omo di omo di ama no o come omo di ni nyina ka dompe ko omo fifim enti sa no ka so for the tax no be bu ofu so but no the baby ka say e omo tax no ko omo preso ka ka no me die because wonam krom kura wani je o se kro fe na bo mo godo abujo se awoni
si tani mponi
atiase enti tax na esa omo di tumba nya sa dia anyway but ni nyina no yankoso Champions League ho na enne ya nyina yo be support wo omo be supporting go for yes we against so be against nene game obi e pare no and the details remember teams now do omo come the bibia na Frank Lampard we be say you no nie ajenko no nie Chelsea for somebody Champions League Obi tries Chelsea to win the Champions League.
No, so see I can say the facts no interest yes football unpredictable the unpredictability of the game nema football there then so in the you can favorites for the Champions League omo mienu na be boy ni Man City number Bayern near the Napoli account and the traditional champions Real Madrid. Chelsea outsiders.
I'm gonna say anytime on be manager doing
yes, you can make those arguments by here Chelsea weekend and no. I don't think Chelsea in this day and age. Sure, so look, you are coming up against Real Madrid, and that's a challenge. Be an Ukrainian. Sure, Chelsea for me to be there. Be I want to win the Champions League. Maybe Porto, Champions League, and Greece, Greece, Euros in 2004 to 8 thereabout. 2004. So a big surprise.
Well, my insight. Say Adebakwa, Mebrun betia pushy for. In terms of bet taxes on betting, no, and they say you only pay tax on $10,000 and above winnings. What I say winnings need more than $10,000 and above and out your tax. And less than that, you are not taxed.
Okay.
It will be also a catch on to say. Now we are as we go. Why is it in your binny? Every time say if you winnings near more than 10,000 Ghana. And maybe I bet tax you.
Yeah.
But say 100, 250 near you know. Boys in the pay credit, you know. A hot day. Nana alabraka.
Yeah. Chawa, somehow okay. You listen about Kuyaya on Swasen or say my classmate won $450,000 last week on UFC win for Adesanya, the Nigerian UFC fighter, and the payout he got was $280,000. So it means a buying quantity. Buying more than $100,000 if in the winnings.
Yeah.
So, but development in the course.
Sense can I ask no? Otiwa ubehu bibi say music aka ho. Na hanso no ubehu yonkon na fu ayi say na zo tika ni chim no. so at wodi eti hono you got some problem, but the modalities must be set right. Okay, Andy Cassias, very me yanhwa nina. Now some for sending a lot of messages back because of start taxing betting I don't know. We had an insight, but Shamo and the other say you are taxed when you win over $10,000 US. So we win $1,000, $2,000. There is no taxing component. Also, into winning. Say Hans, you be Adi.
Chawa nanka Man City Arsenal de nke ye wi horom ne yakobat. Initial ones na up for the omo predict winner predictor de bia na Arsenal na e wosoro. But I no pay the ACC up for the na sesa. For about a month and over, and you almost start here on day banning na Arsenal for na lead. They are my Sunday month this year. We are Daruma, Sisiana.
Who is screenshot?
My screenshot here to us.
Only a penny to the doctors of WJO. To this time, there was some collaboration.
Call medical.
They went to Cromado.
51.4% chance that Man City will win the league.
Yes.
And 48.6% that Arsenal will win. And the last time Arsenal, yes, I did win Arsenal, they were over 50% to win.
Yeah.
But it has become the case because Arsenal LED Man City 6. Man City were 1 game in hand. Obo we know we got 3 points. 3 points on the Arsenal or match. Or we or Arsenal the same points. They have more goals. It's Man City budget. Yes, I know more. Sase more king. O de sase more king. Cha ade we ade to em de pa via the budget league no. Ye ni City bo wia. In fact, by the time we Man City league no, nearly do more than 4 points. And I'm telling you, te waiting. Ansan ye bebo nearly do more than 4 points. O de me say, o de men kasa. Eti o de so me say. De o metimi say ba so metimi league. Ana onim sa. Ye be tell you 5 points.
We nya so mbehye mu. We ye say on mbehye league.
Enti nya we. Omoni
panic ko hampa.
Mo se Newcastle.
O de.
Mo se Newcastle. Sa mo se Newcastle media. Afide me no ba ya di so much.
Your games now can.
Money Newcastle game, chairman.
Your 8 games now can. As 8 games, you be winning now. Hey, winning now.
Okay.
You be winning now.
When you say Obo City, Chelsea, Newcastle atwaso no.
I say your ball Tobasi. Your ball Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham. 3 atwaso. Okay. You know how many points?
Say.
Yenya 9. Who put something yenya say? Yenya 9. About 3 to us. Debbie. Et to the Yashi. Yeah, boy, at us. Or young Kwanzo ball Leicester, Arsenal, Fulham, West Ham.
Or no crowd or sao Champions League.
Me say, but born the match in the baby. Now, both don't even league. So, but we are the next match on Leicester. New manager bounce. We don't never come in. And then Empire make Bonze City best ever bodran or bet say, you know, go for who show baby, you know. Unye you may do getting out yada. Yes.
Hey, we are up to for the enemy machine.
Yo, Dr. Crefrey.
When the doctor collaborated, said you will be canal because it's a pressure group. So, is it put him almost chance now for passing baby league? Now the SC was. Kofo videos almost go on. How long is a Kofo recordings out? Kofo recordings, Basa. I don't know if we ask now. So, and then I started to my last game. No, only goes no tickets. No,
okay.
I started to am okay. Munya we transa. You heard it, because it's about the to us na young queen. Now, so adika UEFA Champions League action now and na said the city and the 2 matches and eba so 7 p.m. Your Benfica any Inter Milan eba so Portugal. Na ya sanso enya Manchester City any Bayern Munich almost ebo ewo Itia Sports Complex. Wona ayen Bayern Munich team ne kakra Bayern Munich team no Bayern Munich team no free Germany do man team ewo Manchester no na yɛhwɛ sɛ ne ba na Serge Gnabry atwa de ti no Abrante friends Haaland nso akɔ bonity na Pep say n'ani agye sɛ Abrante no wɔhwɛ no ɛwɔ training grounds atem bia ɔsere ɛna wɔhu sɛ ne confidence ne wɔ soro ti bibia betuma yɛ kama de amɔ ɔmo ne but yɛwɔ Haaland a ɛgyare so bɛnya Haaland na wabɔ against Bayern Munich chairman onze ɔno si academy Dortmund wɔne Bayern for abo but obi ne Christian ɛna tiefo nyina Erling Haaland after si Bayern Munich 7 times wins ne yɛ 0 draws a 0 we lose 7
and on one share say
5
fantastic
Ntobecha 5 no better lose 1 way 7 day woman
why na famu there onu be share goal no but the team ni lose wa
Ntobecha team be lose so
okay now you two managers so almost meetings Pep any Thomas Tuchel chairman almost about 10 games Pep are winning 5
6 or
5 no draw 2 and a defeat 3 the more at the bar has here the managers ne so there no the almost the end into play na I heard the name is here na okay the no I am
managers in them say Pep ya dey change we but they are be Christian can you me what the game we have on our hands
yeah chairman the game
and the game no I'm only they can be a Champions League final
we more like a Champions League semi-final or even a finals of the Champions League. About too early for a football fans. Now, Michel Pepper all go back to Bayern Munich for the first time since we free Bayern Munich in 2016. Pepper all but here the former clubs. Chairman, so I say Miss Racing because in the former club, we bought twice against Barcelona as his former club as I bought at here. 8 me fed in Bayern Munich in the former club. Me kai very well say the former club now obo tia obo any time bia Pep manager obo tia the former club bia no wo wini mienu and wo lusu mienu ba mienu wo lusu no chairman olusu by 3-0 and then by 4-0 and it no obo tia the former clubs now sometimes o wini base olusu a ya na lusu no chairman wo ya hwehia enye ye 3-0 and 4-0 any sa losses now ono so etimi enya me hwe Man City current form chama onim say weekend we me sure say okay so my last game was a 4-1 win over team one your friend Southampton adeba kwa minim Pep any Man City ni say they know how to end a season because last year Man City to me put it together around 13 consecutive games ni nyina na Man City win Liverpool expect say Man City bet drop points so Man City drop points pa Liverpool take advantage and then win the league. But mentality of Man City war and the way on between end the league, you know. Sometimes we do want on TSC. And we share Southampton 4-1 we not just say Man City put together 8 consecutive games all those 8 matches. Man City winning all those 8 matches. In fact, 8 matches emunum aba in the league and 3 others no aba in other competitions Man City airball. The most interesting aspect of Man City game they say, chairman, in those 8 games now Man City put together 8 consecutive wins, you know. Man City has 31 goals in those 8 matches. 31. And Man City has so only meteno about Man City on the last 4 games those last 4 games, you know, Man City has 21 goals. In fact, Man City has Southampton 4-1. Man City has Liverpool 4-1. Man City has Burnley 6-0. Man City has Leipzig 7-0. In just 4 games the last 4 games Man City has abono. Man City are winning all those 4 matches. But dear and my team say Man City me sure say obian timi enye chini. Say at this moment there, the best attacking team in Europe Man City was at 21 goals in those 4 matches. The man here who say in those 4 matches no baako na branch fed Haaland and so entimi almost our game ni bia. Almost Liverpool by 4-1. So we are more like a free scoring side. And then he said, Haaland, they score, even without Haaland, they also score a lot of goals. May share a branch of Haaland and what he brings into the game. And the Adikaka. So against Bayern Munich on winning. But in those 7 matches or more, Bayern Munich, 1 team winning. No Obama team bay. No Obama team wa Edia Bayern Munich Senior team no. Edia Bayern Munich be winning against Borussia Dortmund. By ne Oboti another bigger Obama Man City. Man City is much more bigger than team one. You play a friend A Borussia Dortmund. Chairman, on him say Haaland in the last bare 3 games, Haaland has 10 goals. The amount Haaland numbers no crazy. They say in all those 3 matches now, what's no on real game no. You him say was 5 goals against Leipzig. In those 5 goals, no was against Leipzig, no. Or last year just 63 minutes and was 5 goals. Was 3 against Burnley. Again, just 63 minutes and a brand here. Your friend Haaland and last year. And another year was 2 against 8 my friend Southampton. So no, just 69 minutes per and a brand new suit share ya. Which means a Brenton average a goal in every 20 minutes. A Brenton and so 80 ball. So City ball game. That's why available in Quadia. Me assure say team be able now Brandt Fen Haaland are available where such a major threat. You can say in the Premier League since the started Premier League no player what go in a single Premier League season. Brandt Fen Mo Salah was 32 goals. Brandt Fen Haaland 9 more matches to play because City about 29 matches, which means there are 9 more matches to play. Just 2 goals per. Not the all-time top scorer in a single season in the Premier League. Haaland Ensu Etimia BT. Me assure say and Bayern Munich for one player. The fee said they need to keep an eagle eye on him. Brandt Fen Haaland in all competition. Brandt Bombardier am 44 goals. Dear who is a chairman? I think say or average more than a goal per game. Because in the league, about how many matches? 27 matches, and was 30 goals. In all competition, about 37 matches, was 44 goals. So every competition will be or more than a goal per game. That is why I would debate in this game. Even in the Champions League, chairman. On him say Champions League, you can't top scorer say why. Champions League a Brandt Fen Mohamed Salah was 8 Kofi. On team to Asubim. The next player was more goals in the Champions League, Mbappe was 7 Kofi. And a Vinicius, and so I said 6. But Brandt here, your friend Haaland, I said 10 goals in 6 matches in the Champions League. So about league now, chairman, or average more than a goal per game. Your Champions League in Uswa was 10 goals in just 6 matches. So me assure say, or such a traitor will be a Brandt here, your friend Haaland. One major concern for team friend Bayern Munich said. Bayern Munich too inconsistent. Team are able. Make us say there are 2 Bayern Munich this season. But who are able domestic football? Very very inconsistent because the Kai passer the biggest game of the season domestic football was against team friend Borussia Dortmund. Bayern Munich won by 4 goals to 2. Was shares our game we now. Bayern Munich next game was a DFB Pokal. Chairman Efie. And I think Freiburg by 2 goals to 1. Yeah. So in terms of domestic football, Bayern Munich are very, very, very inconsistent. Even in the league, 27 games are Bayern Munich are Bayern Munich are draw 7 and Olusumiensa. So there are 10 games are in the league. Bayern Munich are dropping points.
And the game, who do you go for?
Chairman, may I sure say Bayern Munich major concern is 16 matches or more keep only 6 clean sheet. 6. 5 of them. Bayern Munich consider more than 2 goals.
So City will score.
City will score
more than 1.
And the more than 1. Because Bayern Munich defensively, chairman, say Freiburg to mission by 2 goals to 1.
Cricket score 6-5.
Dortmund
4-3.
Oh, we need
5-4.
Oh, we need Dortmund, but Dortmund say 2 me. Oh, we need 3. Oh, we need against Augsburg, but Augsburg say 3. The ball me out to the net. Bayer Leverkusen by 2 goals to 1. Borussia Mönchengladbach. I say Bayern Munich come in and what team you know. But then I mean you're too confident with that and they say Bayern Munich able league now. I've told you only different. But in the Champions League, there are only 2 teams are in lose game so far. Bayern Munich and Benfica. The Bayern Munich won't team for league no and major in the Champions League and they say Chama in the Champions League teams the Bayern Munich no mabo. What about 2 against Inter? Both home and away you could pick clean sheet. What about 2 against Barcelona both home and away. It is still Barcelona. Both home and away. Okay, clean sheet. But again, the next team of Oboyeno was against PSG. Both home and away. Bayern Munich kept a clean sheet.
PSG was a clean sheet. Team only made for that correct.
Oh, chairman. PSG forward Mbappe or Neymar or Messi. Now about 2 games against them. That's it on all those 2 matches.
Okay. Why, a clean sheet is
why are there over 2 games against Inter Milan, both home and away? Now keep clean sheet. Why are there? On team can't tell me say over 2 games against Barcelona, both home and away. Menkasa Basa be winning any of the matches. Ombet me winning me but to keep 2 clean sheet against Barcelona, both home and away. Actually, even domestic football, they are not keeping clean sheet. But in the Champions League, there, Jama, a very difficult ball. And so, it's me at Tobin. Me, I saw say, I buy me the consider goals, not goals, and Man City will win.
Man City win
over 2.5.
Man City will win more than 2 goals, baby. Okay, Coach Freddy, Atlas coach. Akwaba.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel do you watch it. Obi, freshness. You go so your money tamu kroma ne say Sakiano Musaki like coaches no.
Yeah.
Na bibi ho. But near Champions League, no man can sana. Because remember specifics. Of course, England. I mean Chelsea troubles Arsenal to win the league or not to win, and also quite a boss.
Arsenal to win it.
Arsenal to win it.
Yes.
Arsenal win it.
Yeah. I mean, my only argument is that Arsenal will lose the league where be free Arteta now himself, not tactically, but on the mental side, because I really feel that anytime or bench and Honham now, and Yema shows so much say he really wants to win the league, and there's nothing wrong with it. But straight away, you could tell that tickles down all the way straight to the team, the players now. And when Enyema caught so well, straight away you see his frustrations. And as coaches, and so when you're careful, that's a tickle down, and you lose the games.
Okay.
And that could go down. Hopefully, and that's not the case. But with Man City, as you know, mentally, I mean,
very strong.
Very strong. Yeah. And almost baby or more, I won't prefer baby or more than some come that top.
And
that's why I have that problem. But I really want Arsenal to win it.
Arsenal will win it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Win it. By the time you're nearly down by 5 points.
Yes, sir.
On board draw no way we are. On board draw 2. They are to us.
And some games saying here Newcastle, Man City.
Any Man City.
That's the games that aim.
They are can you for.
Yeah.
Chelsea got the 8th place. Got one, but Chelsea they say Chelsea Ghana Premier League 11 Obi Choice. Ghana Champions League.
Not me kind Thomas Tuchel omo fan Jumano in Sembio can say with the position that Julian created with the team, we are still in the running to win all 3 competitions, but DFB Pokal no mefrim. That has to be exploited. Of course, there are risks involved, but we love the pressure and the stress. Win the treble, which of course any treble a double CCR, is still possible. I'm really looking forward to it. Inti Ukraine me sure say Pep Guardiola say Thomas Tuchel Jumane pet no said no. A different ball game because Thomas Tuchel by Chelsea. I think his first game was against Wolves. If you who say Chelsea for keep clean sheets defensively, Rudiger, all of a sudden now Rudiger who ball, into we are expecting say in the game no Matthias De Ligt, Upamecano, Pavard, Alfonso, whichever player be available, no a Tirhon Yanso Manomono. Yes, there's a probability some be considered, but I'm quite yet to say under Julian Nagelsmann in I think close to 40 games, someone keep it just 15 clean sheets. So there'll be a better team than the who against Nagelsmann, and let's see how it pans out. But again, the problem Nankasanu yet a Chirono. Upamecano ni Matthias De Ligt no experienced defenders in mistakes. So in the since match Busumi Etwa till date buying a conceded 5 penalties. Inti who beat Jack Grealish. Yes, today there's no Phil Foden, but what Jack Grealish or Haaland or the almighty Calvin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, Bernardo Silva. Those guys who try to create problems. Omo himself boys need experience. Inti omo the sa weakness no be room. I heard somebody to me enya sa results, and there are a lot of battles. For example, Haaland. Obianya Feni Ebeka Abrante and Asem, so show mu last game now. He goes New York, Sunny Nitino to some Brantiano. He set his mind to win something this season. Now Ruben Diaz can send you on a press conference. He was so shy and Sanibi. And Obisan say, now more nice one in your opinion, didn't come out D house Mulusu to Chelsea in the Champions League in 2021. No, see that you've not lost the league, but you are getting closer to it. You've not lost. Yes, you lost the Champions League, all right. But then it's all more Ben Adiano. Into Man City for no so no. Or my genius said there be ya lose final baako ya bobo semi finals bebre ade na fi we die kianeke e omodia eno na ma no krani teams ni mienu omu hia no emse mu baako uyi Real Madrid si nchen a emu baako na beji Champions League in this season and the game look here quite interesting. That's one Cancelo Osiakaima Manchester City. There's Leroy Sane ono so no nkakra emse this season no enya bad. Unfortunately for Bayern, no, there's no Choupo-Moting because Choupo saw 4 goals in the last 6, but only available. Into me, sure say no, Obebo, Mani, Musiala, Mula, but Nabri num krano so no minano ewechiro. I'm not too sure so Obeko for a back 3 because that would be risky. Oko for back 3 now ko any Pavard, Ope Mecano, delete now bo Alphonso Davids ne Cancelo as wing backs there. Jenia Jagrele Shadi Mares no pretty was our wide areas no best stretch and some boys they on be mistakes. I'm sure so be call for the normal back 4 and Thomas Tuchel in the press conference so I know England I have why Juma or into him sending a Pep Juma Pep at Man City for almost 7 years now and he needs that crowning moment. It will be a very tough game, but look, Man City for form no woman no sanya.
Man what didn't you Champions League so be born. Me say omo pa for man what didn't you now Champions League so. I never born because English League no team.
And I tell Pempen so I drew they say no away go. Into omo be say be frustrate Man City no man say maybe away no. Our alliance on betumi aye bibia but no aye den a buying be concede aye den a be concede aye den a buying be concede
City zo be concede
one e be share goal no
Atia City ala
Atia City and na meje we say one e be share Choupo-Moting ni ho aka Mane
Mula go we
Amula but good old Mula there chairman be a sir Mula betumi share goal
Bayern Munich for your team no church on players ni din go say akabaka so mo ntada nyade o no mo hia no ba oh say is a thing with German teams individual players no enye superstars.
Yeah.
Meaning, coach, one day.
Yeah, your structure is always better.
Yes.
Regarding the no OB kind of set, Bayern Munich call for free back across and Man City become. What they need to do is what City will try and do. And I'll tell you what City will try and do is Grealish, Mahrez basically as wide as possible. Now, Omama, De Bruyne, most of the time, obey engage or left back now or right back. And so what he does is he plays just around there. What will happen is more left back or right back and be decided whether to come and mark him and also be Janama centre back and now mark him. It's in between one centre back and one full back. It is some teams not tend to say it's a full back in the moment. Embrame Makena, but Makena, what happens is the winger, which is Grealish and also Mahrez, in a free role. If the ball is not being played into De Bruyne, it goes straight into the wingers. Now they say so don't say Haaland, and so we'll score goals with crosses as well. That's where if I feel says I'm gonna try some about that three back and it becomes a problem straight away.
Wow,
problem. But Man City will win. In the Man City, bet me, afa win.
German machine.
I think the game will be won in central midfield because Kimmich. Kimmich, chairman. John Stones, Ake, and you're bad. Ake, centre back, so 45 from how be brave. Yes, the simple things. Now am I free? By then, one a bit dominates our central midfield. No, Leon Goretzka, Kimmich, maybe Musiala be drop ya Sambe Kalmo, but Ilkay Gundogan, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne. Hey, chairman, some midfield no bed and I think said the quality of this Bayern team, this Man City squad, central midfield and a better trick number. A lot of true passes or make creative problems. I'm open Mecano and it matches.
And we share probable lineups now. I mean, say ASR Bernardo Silva on the right playing against Alphonso Davies. And now I mean, one year prep team. Some opposite Davies Jinafako because when you say Bernardo Silva is quick, and also very skillful. And very much.
Very good game.
And I see the first half producing like 3 or 4 goals. A game of goals.
Yeah, game.
And the goals
So for Bayern Munich to score, they would have to be aggressive, especially on City back four. No? Because anytime I'm able City, if you allow them to play, they will play.
Yeah.
On be outplay you. But so when you're aggressive, especially with Mane, I don't know about Leroy Sané, but Mane and maybe Coleman. That's when you're aggressive, especially on their fullbacks receiving the ball. I think they stand a good chance as well.
Yeah, we crying. Musiala di Rodrigo Befaso. Sakwan. Unim bomber. Namon kanasem nomse Gavi anyhow I know. Jack Grealish, I think so. Call you have
after the World Cup, he has been amazing.
Yeah, he's been good.
Amazing.
But there's another game. Any game. Andy Chui. There's another game, and also, and that's
Benfica Inter.
Benfica win.
Hey.
Benfica for no. Oh, but unless you don't hear Benfica for the Inter didn't change on here and you don't even have Benfica anymore.
Yeah,
Benfica for the team.
Chama Mimi Susu say Benfica on yes on Inter na Porto film. But yeah, Benfica no Juventus.
Sadia Porto nya Inter jao. So Benfica you want better home team.
And there no correct. But Juventus any PSG there. So munya levels bia. Yes, PSG on paper very good team, but say mono reflected in that one. Say Brony was say you can't eat your cake and have it. But say your team be all Europa or no odini cake. Assign enya cake ne back sa team my friend Benfica. They have nothing to lose. Now say waton Enzo Fernandez. January year waton well over 100 million. But still na Champions League baby ojinano. Because Sa Goncalo, Ramos, ne João, Mario, ne Grimaldo, nomne Vlachidemos, no, those boys can cause problems. Inter Milan me show more against Salernitana, great goal from Antonio Candreva. Lukaku, apart from but so much Salernitana match na Casadia. Send ya buy Inter for creative chances. Power man to me winning so much na 1-1 na hard game. Simeone Inzaghi kase it goes beyond bad luck. But truth be told, I mean this Benfica team unbeaten in the Champions League. But there's an Inter team with a lot of experience. Acerbi. Yes, there's no Hakan Çalhanoğlu, but Nico Barella. There's Mkhitaryan. There's Lukaku. There's Angel Corey. There's Edin Dzeko. There's Lautaro. Misusu say no kremunye Benfica go home di kind but Inter for no ball against Porto no mo mai Fabio Cannavaro no Fabio Capello no Marcelo Lippi no Italian football no. Maybe they'll play the same way or Portugal and no be hard drink kakra but over the two legs
Benfica be show home and away.
Benfica be show Inter home and away.
Inter win and Inter win.
No, I mean say Inter win but over the two legs Inter will qualify because Inter I'm say trophy and Kobe to me this season I Champions League. Nicolas Otamendi, the most experienced defender on your available.
Well, two very interesting games. Quick one now.
One team why outstanding for me. We have other teams in materials or more. Chema, I think Benfica stands tall. I'm a top group and PSG. Any Juventus on the top here. There are only two teams so far lose again the Champions League, Benfica and Bayern Munich. The amazing thing about Benfica is that only Napoli and I share more goals than them. Napoli has 25 goals in the Champions League. Team friend Benfica has 23. Even Man City share goals and to goals are Benfica.
After so many
yes, and goals no spread you because I branch a friend Jean Mario has 5. Rafa Silva has 5 and Goncalo Ramos has 3. So they have goals spread it across all field. And you only start team nearby regardless of your pedigree and status. Watch them in this year's Champions League. For a team a top tier group not PSG and Juventus home. For a team so far there's Real Madrid, there's Man City, there's all other big teams in the Champions League. But teams are actually goals Napoli na 25. The next team has more goals in the Champions League. 8 team Yefene Benfica. Now they are playing against Inter Milan. We had Inter Milan last game chairman. Inter Milan team share more than one. The last time I think they almost share more than one goal was 5th match. Almost share let it 2-0. Since then, check on remaining matches. They lost 2-1 to Spurs. They almost share 1 pay. Omni Porto, Ombo 0-0. Omni 1-0 to Juventus. Omni 1-0 to Fiorentina. Coppa Italia. Omni Juventus ball 1-1. And Salernitana 1-1. So they are playing against Inter Milan. In fact, they have the pedigree, they have the status. But then saying recent games are Inter Milan Bono. Scoring more than a goal has been a major problem. And you are playing against him with free scoring. I think Inter Milan will have a match.
Well, your friend is here. Andy, what are you?
I'm sorry, but I'm saying I'm had much Napoli game, but yes, almost Victor Osimhen me more first.
Investors be well advised. Investors should be well advised. Osimhen, you say so. Jinabo ni moi on free Africa. When you say boys may be a bet to Africa, say obishe go. It's over so go no debate. Ne dia no. But mama can you fire because back here so that day we born Napoli. Hey, Spalletti. It's Osimhen you were birthday, but somebody is a team I'm able to win the Champions League this season. Napoli
because of because of the one person next season. Now,
we are predicting the next 10 winners of the Champions League, or predicting about and I will do Napoli so. And I say Napoli we are Arsenal.
Arsenal will take Napoli to win.
Arsenal, the money ready for Champions League winning. No, money ready.
Oh, good.
I mean, it depends on how much I'm going to spend it, especially in the summer. Because Gabriel Jesus Koya in recent times and Trossard that goes here and there, but most struggle. You haven't really gone out and out striker. And to win a Champions League, not being in the Champions League, but winning it, you hear top class striker. Anyway, and I told me ready to spend about 150 million.
I say Osimhen life, but I'm far my head. But Gabriel is so far. Coach, you read the situation of Chelsea. Any new owners? Eventually Mosaki to here. I go for Graham Potter so now or yeah deal with Brighton but by now say Ajegu and now Lampard. If it's a Chelsea owners now say they look confused.
No, not at all. Say with Oma your margin said Graham Potter be called CCR and they had a big project with him, and to be honest I always said and I don't be sacking. But they were forced to sack him in a sense, and I feel Niamaya Konne Hadrin Kakra. And my grandpa and across accepted. He said, listen, the ambassador may be an more expertise and can be in our crown. Me, Grandma, who said, Enquay, Mamintimo Mamenko. Who said the project was meant to be for about 5 years at least, and they saw, say, from this season, next season, the Biana Enye Bibre. To this season, they wasn't really looking at top 4. Non Pesibia at least, and they do well. Hopefully, they get into the top 4. Next season, get into the top 4, and then third season going on, win the league, try and win the Champions League. And so that was the project for them. In regards to Lampard coming in, I mean, there was no one available, especially being a Chelsea, being the Chelsea job now, because we'll be in one more Chelsea job now on a short term, say a year to the end of the season. I'm on for Ejumane Mame. Okay, I'm about Luis Enrique Dean, I'm about Nagelsmann Dean. I mean, these are all top managers that would be in from now to the end of the season, especially when there's only about 10 or 9 games left. And I think the Lampard coming in was the right call in a way, because from assistant manager, as soon as the Bayern Munich attack on person Mofano, and they needed someone to come in with like a set of teams at least to help to the end of the season. That by end of the season, I'm making the right decisions. Because when say managers no more no agents in himself by all means Chelsea do most. It is now they are a big crown say £1 million pound a year deal, like £1 million a deal year deal. Into Nama or more person more train at least to the end of the season, and someone making that decision to bring someone in and the right person for the long term.
But Chelsea for me feel say even in the midst of all problems, when it comes to the Champions League, they are on try BB and they are playing against Real Madrid.
I mean, this is when not Chelsea were top players, and I've always said name Chelsea fans, but my cousin we said this season if I was Chelsea and I'm coming Lukaku not to score goals, That's all right. Jao Flex by he's a number 10 for me.
Yeah.
It in say Uhia will be in regards to be like Lukaku won't shoot too many goals, but Obese Tiaman Abebo most of the time. Omaboka I have it, and I've watched about 3 live games, Chelsea live games in the stadium this season. And straight away you could tell they haven't got strikers. Omabobo ni now but Drew went to really finish it off. Omuni like an out and out striker, he would just tap it in or go and strike the goal, and that's where the problem is. And so I don't feel say they stand any chance against Roma.
It was next season, Lukaku.
For me, I'll at least bring him back for a season, or go in and buy Osimhen or some of the top.
No, I'm saying Aubameyang so.
Who's Aubameyang? There no, I don't know, but me, I would mean to me can be answer. As African players, like I always say, you either get the best out of them, or you get the really low out of them. For Aubameyang situation, I mean, we all know how good he is as a player, but any man can get to on Mercy. Of
course. Yeah. But let's talk about Partey. The performance for Arsenal. In the season, they were starting a whole lot about Partey. Say, a rape case. It will be Arsenal first by 4 games. No, Onyabo na opposing fans in Huru. But looks like we're keeping it cool at the season.
Unse Partey, I'm saying I'm quite respecting. And I'll tell you why. Since Vieira is free Arsenal, I think that this is the only time I'm waiting for Vieira's replacement. In regards to say, even last season, the only way Arsenal in top 4 last season, I'm waiting for top 4 because of Partey pre-prior. But this season, they've tried to protect him as much as possible.
Yeah.
And for me, if Partey stays fit for the next 6-7 games, and that's what to me ball all the 90 minutes, Arsenal win the league easily. Okay. Because anytime a woman, people don't really see what he does, but he comes with a presence. And he commands play. I know if he's a continuous player. In the end, attack on the left hand side, and I say, he's the first person born Bebama as I recycle to the right hand side.
Okay.
And I mean, when the passes and how we command the players, and when the players are even going, they know by all means as a Partey now they stand a really good chance for them to go. Okay. And he puts in good tackles as well.
And on this whole thing about say Partey Arsenal. On said you see Jibbo on a dictative pace, no, that now can. It's a game you get for and what calm game, no. Baobab Blaster. That's a you need particular. What do you think is missing? Is it how we set up?
No, one thing about the national teams in say anytime see the party no yenya Salis meboa. And in the next 2 years or 1 year, best African Cup of Nations, there will be another player best Abinyana. They be quite in your players. The player no so ko we yana no. Me asa forget the player na. Earlier. Listen, Salis is a top player, but anytime he plays and as a party, anytime Ubini party will be a party struggles.
Yes.
So you don't get the best out of him because there's always congestion around him, and anytime there's congestion around him, and you don't get the free flow footballer or pass a party ball. And for me, anytime I over party, you need to play 2 number 10s and I say 2 attacking players, 2 number 8s in front of him. So to be the free road to get the ball and bring it. No, I had the presence around it, and I said the security man when we're attacking. Because over here, you Ghana, your national team now, your top wingers, your Kalmadine, Osman Bukari,
Jordan Ayew, Joseph Pinso.
It's in a straight away, you could tell, say you need players are in a 4-3-3 formation, but your players are in a 4-1-4-1 formation for me. And the 4-1-4-1 formation, as you say Inaki and Asanto and Semenyo or any more no more. Most of the time, you need that out and out wingers. And it's a Partey now as a security man in front of the back four. That even allows you right back and your left back, to come in and support the attack as well. It's for me, anytime you're with 2 defensive midfielders, and that's why we don't get the best out of him. And most of the time, number 10s and I see your number 8s and then your wingers, and they come short for the ball. And that becomes a problem straight away.
Become
short for the ball. What they do is say, "Obiaji ball now, person Babeji."
Okay, we never no more about so Babeji. Okay.
But also, sorry, Arsenal, what Saka and Martinelli doesn't say. Almost stay wide now. There's 2 options all the time. What they do is say, if I saw me back short, now Odegaard are caught ahead of him, and that's when Odegaard comes short, they go long. It's in all the 2 players, they back short all the time. It's Odegaard never short, I will say Saka go long. The party has different options rather than say Babeji. It is Odegaard back short, and Saka call longer. Partey has the option of playing Odegaard to feet and as a play behind the strikers, and that's what you need all the time.
Well, I tell you, Coach Freddie, Coach Frederick Ochi of Peak Perform Coaching. Coach Freddie, I'm a Ghana from 1901, and I'm found him. Edin Ketia, Tariq Lamptey. Say Arsenal was
It's Christian Achu.
Christian Achu found some where in my Hoyako. And say Arsenal all players or young players
there's two more. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he? I don't know how to say. I know this.
Oh, so besides now for
so a number of players. Coach Freddie, Mikel Antonio, Numne, when Omina Coach Freddie and the training and the last time Coach Echechemu sessions. Coach now Obi Beso who say, I don't know about say agents in the Omo say if you am play away. Me want to say, aha, onyadi we want to get no juma me ana. Say how does it work?
Unse me sha say na normally na agents in the Premier, but ye call anymore na ye training the sessions no more na ye boa players no more no na afi the clubs ni bi wo no ma or more to me throw. And normally what I do is I make sure I always have a report.
Okay.
It is all frames is like as a training player bia. Yeah, I'm try say you be a meeting, an initial meeting to understand what we need to do in the sessions. And secondly, the club knows it's the same. Philosophy being a club new use in and what he needs to work on. He designed many area, many players and because many parents better if need to. Not many agents and workers and I'm used to club knows reports. I'm the designer the sessions around it. It is sometimes you get it from clubs, you get it from agents and also even the players themselves. And so to me free.
Anyway,
because we party in Blasters.
What
about Inaki Williams also?
Coach, what is the problem of Inaki? Inaki, dear, there's any confidence
I don't know. It's a main share or more matches. They will spend too much. To me, never be royal. But say, we share. Chris Hughton by especially and Nema Besses at some point and I tell you see the difference straight away. But with Vinaki he's not an out and out striker where he said there's a moja and time no vegetable yes until say Ghana you playing in about past 5 years now your striker you play with a lone striker your midfielders and special more goals your striker ni Momunjin 20 Bobi and Inaki is not that type and to answer for me fits Ghana as a central striker than Inaki because of the championship teams are bob on the side so now say until say your number 10s and then your midfielders and try to find him as early as possible or year rounds and that's your famana straight away and I say wasaba back be all the clear cut chances are also but I think that with time and I've always said it's the national team jobs is the easiest jobs but it's the hardest jobs because it's the easiest jobs because some more matches too many times but it's the hardest jobs because players in about 3-4 days spend a maximum my training before say mobile matches into say more into me work on some of the strikers as much as possible okay but I think that with time he'll become good for Ghana.
Well, talking about Chris Hughton, Coach Freddie, Chris Hughton then is
also a very structured or a very what's the word or very tactical and I say okay you man that's why you know in front of us you free areas the best footballer in the world in front of him.
Okay.
And that's what I really feel that Ghana needs at this moment. From some of the people minimum some agents try to concern players say do no more and he's not someone yes but he's not exactly so he's not someone who bet me the player Brennan and I saw before the player be on him and I say Rebecca Swan say it's his way or he leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, and
that's just answer say you influence selection.
No. For him, no one can. Or you're very respectful towards everyone, but when it gets to the time, I was when it will be the coaching staff on the by all means will be and they will come up with decisions to make it happen. But for anyone to come in there, not for football reasons, and it will never happen.
Wow. The first selection, and the Black Stars captain is on the bench. I want to say, Assembly, I've a press conference saying any decision.
Or it could be tactical. It could be so on the day, and not be our own. He has to do.
Bench I mean, he's the coach now.
Yeah. I mean, and he's right.
That's how tough he is.
I don't think that's toughness.
Okay.
me say na me to wanna say the players are me to go and play a game. By all means, in my you know the strengths of the other team. I heard the strengths of my team and obviously my weaknesses. And I feel it will be suited better on a day than Christian. I mean, I would have to make that decision, and that's what he's done.
Okay. Well, unim no you work with people almost you're close to him on the side in 90. We say you want the local league or follow, and truly, I'm saying Oba and a number of our games.
He's a coach. Improving individual players, that's one thing about him.
Oh, okay.
If you're watching the local league, now say, who play a game, especially for under 23s and under 20, now by all means, Obama coaches now what he needs to work on to become that top player, and hopefully become a Black Stars player. And you'll be so surprised. I'm sure it's be a next call up in a be a 2 or 3 local team play, local players. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I just say, Grace, every support my papa.
This week, Ramsey will Tamaleko, 1 game B.
Yes, on the local game, they also was already.
I mean, rightly so, because Ghana game being paid all this money. I mean, one also here. I mean,
not
and also the psychological side of it, not from even the local players and seeing the national team coach like him being on the bench watching them, is great. It's great, and I'm sure apart from all selected the players for the national team Obey influence here set up and how we can coach our players better, because for me as you guys have normally said the quality in the league our form be brave, and our form not because of anything, our form because of our coaches. Anyhow you see a trainee players in the past 5-10 years, and that has been the problem.
When you said to be out by our type of teams in the training sessions the last time I heard, where Tamale. Yes. Okay. The game chrono. FA Cup game. Okay. RT needs Chatterman. Yes. Let's go ahead. RT needs Chatterman, and that's a good one. That's a good one. And I'm there. Say could find no more knowing how our system no tear. You say Black Star be do you? No come ball. And on a game back. You go Angola. Bedru ahomache team bedru ahomache no ombo game ni wi anu omobai to bedru ahomache no bedru ahomache na okachom so omonya arrangement ma no na omre kuma so behwe under 23 game ni bi na
bi I say one na
because dem crofo ani omo ti go mo vie o na ye sika ko no Ghana ni go no kwa no ball no league no kwa no
na juma a lot of the games as Gary Southgate, a lot of even under 21 games, not the national team games. So, fancy be at Chelsea under 21s against an Arsenal under 21s. You could see him there. And you'd be so surprised what they do.
Yeah, they don't
know. Full-time jobs, anyway.
When you say, sir, I'm not going to fool now. Saying you're my local coach, on the doing local players. Yeah, the mom was no make a ticket man, none of landing, no players. Oh, it's way the end of the I say, then say, at least.
Me personally, they say, okay, main fan player be my young person video, pay videos, pay TV, share footballers also.
I didn't.
Apart from the tactics, I deploy players on bono. Sometimes even almost go krana when any team can celebrate here. What is he like around his players? The warm ups, and for me, is the most important thing. And when we warm ups now, mentally, what is he like? How is he doing his things?
The body language in the sound.
So there's certain players I could warm up. One here, almost start a game, crowd. But be almost start a game, no. So how do you then get around making sure say Obi ya warm up in year pa no drop Obi yet Christian warm up in year so na Christian abe starting. Do you understand? That's really important, managing these players. And for me, okwa ne kwan so no so also because energy one no.
Tries. Yeah.
Well, yeah, sure, say coach were very good or big interest for Ghana Premier League in him, and they be a shared league in the back on him. I mean, sure, so I jotted down a few points on how we can improve the quality of our league.
So the coach, man, what about coaching?
Any straight coach,
coaching.
What I did what I did was normally I can't to do with pitches ninya fine, and then your league, but I'm only if I think I'm afraid the course because here course matches or course training be and I'm training on foot from team.
Okay.
And I'm here 2 training sessions from 2 different clubs, and I'm here 2 training sessions from 2 different clubs. Almost you're training on Astros. So, and from I say people tend to say pitches and they're right to say pitches but I really feel that the detail of coaching is not there. because what I saw most of the, for all these teams, and they say in Granny or warm ups in the BB area now Yamo be on match or mabo ebi amokana enyinamu maybe a reage them, you know, the rondos and the animal in area. What they then do is say no ma go straight into matches and that's so much harbor no more query. Until you could see straight away say there's no individual training. And what the structure should be is say young fantasy be training for even an hour or 1.5 hours, that there should be a structure of the training session and not necessarily say oh yeah a session plan, but there need to be a structure. So okay, you call Hanama, we need to work on individuals, because we say for tactics to work, you know, technique has to work, but technique is taught through individuals for them to come together for tactics to work.
Okay.
Meaning so
I say tactics the obiati say tactics na dey be tactics be adwuma say obianya technique no right.
Exactly.
And also the technique no obianya right ye train no mako say individuals ye train we no mu nyina
ball control
no mu nyina be together na ma tactics session.
So now you find say your training session, that's a be your warm up session no. I always say people tend oh you need footballs, you need cones, but as I'm making you can only use one football for the whole team there. You
okay.
What I mean by that is say you balance your individual training sessions now. You have to say defenders will go into the defensive zone, and as a right backs will work with right backs, left back will work with left backs. Now also and coach is natural. So now we are near back into the unit. Unit near say be a back four no, and as a back three. Back four has to work together. In the end, say Obi Kopembo now. Who covers? What's the security behind him? And as a back four as a unit, and we worked on it. Near Saba be a midfield unit. Then you are working on it. You buy strikers and so on. It's you really become that becomes the tactic of the day. It's through we are match about you say 11 and I say 7-7 no more born. And that's where you go in there and tell them Christian, okay, I said yeah, start here now. BBC say okay, and to make sure so best and you don't really go in there to coach it too much when they're playing. It becomes a guided discovery. So you only go in there to guide them when they're coaching. But for me, you know, I really feel say your coaching syllabus needs to improve, and I keep saying this all the time. It has to improve because the talents are your now. Even in your league, you still see talents, and that should never be the case. Because we be 21, 22, 23. It's not about talent anymore. It's all about quality.
Quality. So develop your way.
Of course, you know. Talents, you know, gets you out of trouble, but your quality has to show every single day.
Okay.
In the things you do.
Well, I'm just hoping, say the Canada, I go have a time. You think God died. Okay. And I say we are new but aside no okay chikaka. Well, Yamra MTNFA Cup. Na Unya Ignatius.
Working face. I'll try.
Okay.
Maybe it's make a answer, but at least be 2 days.
Sessions kakane. Baya hanu ya ni jo nya botre go boys maybe omu bi da. Say maybe coach education I was omunya botre. Ebi na defensive structure na ne ho hanam say omu nchire defensive structure. Say e bo corners was it omu say da hono say o de mo kire corner kicks high defender no.
So as a team no
high chebo.
Just be a bit defending this and I see a bit attacking corners. I mean, it only takes 10 minutes to do that, just to go through it. So I don't know. Normally, crowd you cry now. We use opponents. We may see 1 or 2 instead of be at 5 or 6 or maybe different. We may see 1 or 2 to make it work. Number TS here to have that picture. In the end, so I Arsenal say Martinelli bebo corner, no the two, and Odegaard bebo corner. To me, that maybe say it's a sign.
It's a sign to the players.
Yeah, bebo penalty spot, no, and I see a back post corner. And as we go also far, not because we say these are all worked on in training before. Say normally it's the day before, and we work on it. Even though say we keep doing the same things, and it's the day before you work on match preparation.
It's a form of communication.
Yes, Obi also cry on the two, but editing it. It depends on every coach, the person.
Say also must sign other players. The opposite.
So yes, I pen a player be who be also. I say okay. Say or the course we seen the 2-1 madam means a back post into party in the attack your party will probably have to end up in the back post but best start to a front post no it be as the run up towards it and a trigger no it's all running towards the ball the trigger is
now also run it behind
yeah into there's things that you work on
and the kids
then I'll be cooking phase out training person can be baby
Me prefer. I've always said this. Listen, when I'll do it, no problem. But training sessions should never be watched by the fans. Okay. So now, Kimfe's on about weekend Dreams FC. So as soon as the Dreams FC when Kimfe's a training pitch, they could be big to as a dream scout. I'm putting down all the points. Now my Dreams say this is what they're gonna do. And for me, it's not right. There should be no way, sir. I mean, so we're training facility there, it should be locked off. Maybe once a week, and then I open training session for the fans to come and watch on a Monday. But Thursday, Friday, which is the most important days of the weekend, now the Kobo matches should never be watched by anyone. Because that's your security. That's
but how in training grounds, you open to the public.
No problem. Tactically now, tactically, not get so much involved because I'm not any tactically, but I'll go in there and do whatever I can to help him.
So say on there can find that could buy 2 matches on Lucy. In fact, was we here doing MTN FA Cup. No, be to be to win the FA Cup. Can find out a yomo, and in fact, Kinley contested game 2-2, and I gave me ending winning by 3-1 on penalties. And we're at the last penalty now. Na no mo Kivada na bon.
Yeah.
Obosha.
No, Ediana na me say yeah.
Okay.
Ediana me say last year.
Eti eno see no. Aso re. Baby was what twin ko na fi o re. Behind players no. No I say on betimi aba. Na eni coach gina.
In fact,
almost winning you know.
Equalizing goal no Ediana she first goal no motie oni record the core players
I mentioned goal weekend Jordan Yubo brace Jordan scored 2 and it was a game and so Obia Hudrino Leeds playing against Crystal Palace Ellen Road now yenine hu say Patrick Bamford enya 50 goals the 50th goal for Leeds now almost 5 and I don't know who be on, and Jordan Ayew is back on the scoring.
Before this weekend game, now I share 1 goal all season.
All season, yeah.
And then in 1 game he scored 2.
Yes.
I think that the Melbourne Pirates are building confidence.
Building confidence to go on. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Dreams FC and Legon City is goalless and almost show 1-0 extra time. Omunya 1 goal. RTU so tenefi. Emma Philip for you ever share the only goal a men's structure man show more a kaba comment to me auntie Sky FC Eshe Bushadras kaba comment to me auntie Ken Faisal so near Diana Edicam a yatro 2-2 now semi-finals and say that Dreams FC and we're against Sky FC and Ken Faisal in structure man FC 2 games in your Bebon Dr. Kwame Che Sports Complex or Abrankasi Nyamia Brankasi or na game no ebaso now wait there Meko Ken Faisal mumpe date na me mesemo na yenya dates ni because games ebedo na ye se bia ebedo na Coach Freddy wa na nyina akotena se na he se Coach Freddy nim say ye we ya me no so na be Arsenal ne Wolves no de be Premier League de be lift trophy no ye no ye nyina na we no so tamfu nyame okay Steven Tornado apia akansembi now say football no football fool it looks like how you can football for now near you on ball no you missing chain
and I think it's not Stephen Appiah alone. I think at times it's sad because the contacts that we have, the people that we can pick phones and call, body and a shock. At times we have no chance, no. I mean, legends, no former players, no. I'm not chance, no. Around that way, and Masua Bibiana who say, I mean, football is run by footballers. It's not about the grammar and your bro for now be kind and anyway. That's why I call it Italian casa. But coach, or chair we are because of the understanding of the game, no. Utiasi without speaking Italian. So I hope say it's not Stephen Appiah. I hope say one day one of us bet to me Abeli deny na best support. Say me are fine. Me call it normal on my best support it. Obisunya, yes, you better way because you were contacts, no, and the contact is just there. Then one thing at times, hey, you say some of us we are very humble, but when you know your value, how who on yama bimu say ubeko be now on ube diagro. Yen na ye pese yemboa, ye pese ye way because at times now I mean enye cry ya be yebi. There was a time I know be person be born national team no be o. He used me seek the top ticket my players by Ghana. There was a time that me try winning bonuses. And today when who say omu yenyama say I will be say then I will be there will be say sky then. But we hope say one day be
Stephen Tonado appear at the end say in fact in some way Stephen appear and Kwane can there are a number of footballers who feel it's as a game the run of game quite you missing chain the formal main game no good Freddy ready
and rightly so and let's start it from the media.
Okay,
as we speak your TICC here now I've always said if Senka media houses media houses need to be betting me afar each player.
Players, yeah.
Not necessarily Omunina, but one so twice a week just to speak about football, speak about tactics and the idea. I really feel say because in say be more and also Mujina Park and so boy and so more understanding no not necessarily say better, but what say near be a Kosovo Park and so be
Dr. Savoje there be or castle no or say they will always understand the game better than
not necessarily, but they can give you a vivid information of what actually happens on the pitch, and that's what sometimes we need. Okay. And then I encourage you to Monaco Stadium, and man maybe at this time man knows is anyway night to see a boom. No, so I'm in the job. So regarding say I was see at the football ma or mom footballers so many kwaje rather than so much ho. Also mo come boom mom. No more ball.
Okay, mom
yeah, no, because by all means they don't need you around. Around. So what they need to do is say, "So boom as footballers." I mean, Stephen Appiah, worldwide, SCN, Suleiman Tari, all these other players, Frank Amankwa, so much ball no more than say train say we be from mama bay. If says demonstrations, you do it. Because open football in the age, so you get it done. And I'm sure this is the CF for demonstrations. I mean, you know how many people that will follow.
Yeah.
Internet was so much mom than so much trains from no more.
Because the contacts they have, almost every baby boy doing and ne almost bit yafa phone from every cry amount for yembe show. But it looks like your form some of your mom come with the munina baby. With the Yamana Yen ball.
Sana status in we are ex-footballer, when you're part of Congress, when you voting power, you can't even stand for any elections because I'm a status net here.
I said, you stand. Say PFAG for a moment one boot.
Stephen Appiah then ope so administrator and ope so coach. Him find a year of my frame. Because Karim is
also the running of football.
Yeah, so administratively,
yes.
FIFA president were more bored out.
But if FIFA president one more border was surrounding who with time.
Yes, so build yourself. Stephen Appiah no a welfare manager for the Black Stars. And in all honesty, me sure say who yaw. Yes, he still feels bitter. Because I'm sure say Shadow nya post we there or share Shadow no hwe ne ho a.
No, but OBG actually thinks Stephen Appiah should be a welfare manager or whatever they call him.
So what does he bring on board?
Okay, so
because Karim Zito national team coach about Black Stars about national team. Maswood about Black Meteors.
No, you share players we tend to think say coaching and kwano betimi ayo.
No, so administratively, Arsenal, Edu Gaspar, sporting director, Bayern, Salihamidzic.
Salihamidzic.
Yes, Real Madrid, Edu Bebna Prag Mijatovic, Emilio Betrigueno. Manchester City, Ferran Soria.
No.
But you see, they played football, but the knowledge can.
No problem. It was Obi. You're talking about the hierarchies of football. We're not even talking about that. See, imagine saying your regional national teams. So na pia na da Ashanti region diano, Masamoja na da Duna Hafo diano, Hamza na da Tamale diano, and there's 10 regions of Ghana. There's 10 players already. Or my assistants and also should be footballers. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not even talking about the fact say there was some obey the sporting directors of all the clubs in this animal. But I'm saying say we can incorporate them at some point because
no, they're already in the system.
And
Joado, so no a former commercial manager had to hook. And no lose soon a job. Whichever way, no one knows.
I'm talking the national teams as well.
No, national team coach, say Ablade Morgan, Ablade Kuma, Black Meteors for welfare officer. So administratively and technically, we have some of them there. But the problem is, coach, wouldn't be able to say, Kasa Arsenal for Majma Mateta. So Campbell, Tony Adams, Mbo Arsenal. So born your boy Eddie and Kanya Teta and be Arsenal manager. But you build yourself. Or Michael Essien. That's why I feel sad. Michael Essien, well, we'll be any life choices. But to watch Chelsea, that's why you should be doing your certificate.
That's why you
born in here, you know. Ateta born no any certificate. Tim Cahill, director of Qatar for Project Aspa Academy. He's the director general.
No, but
they built themselves.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Ateta being the Arsenal first team manager, and what I'm saying is, Stephen Appiah doesn't necessarily want to be the Kotoko manager, and I said the national team manager, but he can be brought to help out. What I mean by that is, they need to be around football because they are football. So I'm not any around, and in regards to is where I feel wrong. Rather than trying and create certain jobs for them to be in and around the national teams, especially because if you want your captain,
former players there,
yes, management committees.
I know they're not bad. For example, Sammy Tuga, Samuel Sekufa resign near the Stephen Appiah show.
And I don't know. Also, I don't know. A crime is say, and Yamwa by a mamu slot also. Baby, I be a coach. Me I told the Nasaka, for instance, and they are National Juvenile Football Committee. Imagine having to be a Stephen Appiah as the chairman. Say be a Stephen Appiah and the chair the Juvenile Committee. Yeah, they be a former Blaster players. Be to be a.
Chama, is he interested? Sajman Ope. Because I was so show interest.
Oh, and I heard that Coach Fred in free band say they will have to take it.
Yes.
Woman looking like
ultimate baby, Jamie home.
Some frame me,
with all due respect, August 9th. All certificates nah. But on you're interested in.
But say any can almost lobby for jobs. On the other, they shouldn't be made to lobby. Seven prediasa. Yet to Chroma say a golden bar do Razak. Yet timber fan, a calf timber fan say. And not none calf one country be Afcon number 5 no koi. Say my football omo Yantiano Bugunti calf former fan say calf awards calf draw because of a former winner then number 5 no koi. Come former never.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that
FA Cup draw no,
they should be made to feel part. On there, what they are saying is they are not made to feel part. Sabrofu ya henna did drop. You have a Champions League draw, bra. Okwa, if you want a draw, no, but they make you feel say.
What does he want? Sanka draw no jina obiana. Then no professor involvement.
Sometimes your involvement doesn't have to do with having an official position.
Okay,
it is being made to feel part of it. And look at involvement. What you say? Say you are made to feel say. Bon who can who you know na
Chama okay say ansa na ebe call World Cup no mo ye dinner dance bi dem FA president ko ka say o mu nyina no mo I don't know Chama, in all honesty say you musi Stephen Appiah free horse welfare manager no ya woni mo eno problem and
me different opinion ke to be with respect to also your former players to get involved with the clubs and Ebia sometimes running of the clubs.
I mean, we heard Tango Accra, is it Lions?
Accra Lions.
You see the difference straight away. And the OBBN in the Papa OBBN.
Michael say.
But Germany be be me hu no ba mama.
Yeah, Michael say.
Season we no be attachments be when you can see the difference as well coming from what he's done. It I really feel say players near more involved give you even your league, you know a better status for me, especially because they would have to advertise it and even the national teams in as well. Luton Town or more one of them legends, about 2 legends. What they do is they just at the training grounds. They just talk to players. So you can imagine, say, under 23, under 20-year training. That's a national under 20-year training. That's the Appiah about. Now, whilst the coaching sessions, I not only play about Kokasa. So how you say, can you imagine the information that goes with it?
That's what he wants.
What I say with even I'm saying that kid, I won't say Samoja and Kasa on a video. I mean, it goes a long way because Samoja is one of the best strikers Ghana's ever had. It is here was just give them a phone call, tell them to listen. We need you around here and there.
But Obi tries. You Ghana call World Cup Qatar. We sponsor people to go to the World Cup.
Yeah. Imagine
say Ibia Isuki, former Blaster players, Bear 5. Ibia Sam for the Zone was management committee member. Asamoah Gyan. ebi a Stephen Appiah, ebi a John Painsil, Yerima Inyabe Tubi, ebi a Michael Essien. If you are free, you name din komo. If you are free, of course, you have some walk around the team. You come more team no as if you are support staff. And more you socialize with the players, you talk to them, and it's na more team no Ghana man e bomoka and you be an more. I think better. That's a fan control. Me go di me
yeah, me know you are
100,000.
Me know you are dream, but it gets down to interest. It's not as if say Chama President Kufuor appointed Abedi Pele as
soccer ambassador
extraordinaire.
No, but certain jobs has to be. Jimmy one may say, force the money pakro. So what I mean, no, whatever. Say creation of in a shop.
So you know so and
what you tend to do is listen and you call World Cup, you call African Cup. We know, sir, you're not so much into football, you're not so much involved anymore, but we want you around. Whatever you do, we have to have you around because there will be times player be go through be or no player be coach and be one be here SN mom rather than coaching to understand certain situations. And Sunday man goes a long way because at the highest level, it's not about coaching, it's about managing.
Okay, so coach to us here, it's not about the technical or administrative areas, but we can find a way of getting them around the team. As for example, your national Black Stars, your drama. Oh yes.
It's
no, we've created that position. We've deliberately.
Okay.
Somebody
we should create
somebody took $100,000 just to play drums. So maybe we can create that,
to have the players around.
Yes, me know but Omuan Kasasono. Stephen Appiah by this time where we are UEFA Pro license where we be who can deny you?
No, but hold on, coaching. Player be and the bobo we are or you coach.
Okay.
But all I'm saying is that with the knowledge they have even as young coaches with the knowledge of one sometimes we see now some idea wow now so the accounts were now so I'm saying say Ghana football apart from just national teams in Kwano, the local league, can you imagine say a 3-year ban your call World Cup Nanka or ye be stand up packaging don't carry and we say that's I don't identity because I have a local league now. Sometimes the lesser information you get it takes you a long way. That's all I'm saying. Say, yentimi ma omon for margin no enko dakeke. Majid, if you say Jamel, coach in Jabel.
Algeria.
No, Papa Yokuma. Kotoko, Ekbo Kotoko.
Malik Jabel.
Oh no, there was last time I'm in the bar. You hear it's in our office where Kasan. Near me fine.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's so many times that my coaching sessions for group sessions are maybe about 4 posts. And so you need be London that you need be UK that is not part of our coaching system.
Okay.
But Monsieur Free Hanum.
Okay.
The 4 posts is so technical. Say answer na bishego and just obo total sa na akoshego, and the kids love it. So what I'm saying is that there's so much we can learn from the African continent to try and improve some of EA players near one, and some of the information that players are on board that they be man, you'd be so surprised.
And imagine. I mean, honestly, so imagine. Bob. Fanta MTN FA Cup final. Every president, we're not your maybe surrounded by former players, or no, I invite you on. FA Kita for them. They invite them. Having you around. World Cup, FIFA. It is made up of national associations. The association presidents in Ghana and Kauze combat now. But FIFA invited former players, former World Cup winners. Omo Majijo Mudi World Cup. And you have them all over. All over. FIFA is catering for them. Just having them there. And no crama. Emmanuel add color to the World Cup. You are seeing Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, Cafu. Look at the players. Aguero, all those, it gives a color. In Tibia, not necessarily having an official position.
Okay.
But making them around football. They should be around it.
Okay. But the
person and the management committee, they can be roped in, especially under 20 management committee. Imagine Stephen Appiah as the Black Satellite and under 20 management committee chairman. Maybe an assistant.
Yes, me know you are perfect, but yes, your system near political.
And the make any year say
the Intinipa no odi akunya no nkofo bi na bo anu. Say Prosper Harris Nado, for example, resigned from MTN. Intini obi a resign free MTN or unti no resign no. Chairman Oba who didn't measure baby.
You make the political appointments. Then you give room for the people with the expertise. and also with the experience and so to come around because football no there be America say the team able oh so we be say Ben White I think say ball Kenyan adwuma but abetono ni team no nya ball ni wom oh yeah but you play out team say smart oh na Odegaard no aparte no before magic ball he knows what he wants to do with the ball and san oji e tre sana omo mu jeja park so nyina atie enti imagine they na bro we told that omo ti invite legends you know omo tete ho oh they get them around until they no
and I get his point invitations
yes and they should made to feel part
and old players department or FA
not necessarily what's the FA president Kurt and I know say Kurt on a lot of the former players here very very close what you say ebi anadwene maso a obi ndo na tension ebi aye we a invitations no dem former players imagine say bia ya call bia event be high table near some of the former players no more and just be former player bia na friend no obo former player ma you what you say
obo mo nyina so here
oh Matthew say balance get him mo nyina mbegu but your key people bia you bring them around
you can say Nigerian for players now ya wo mabruchiri omunye link to Nigeria no omu use information
one go can only jeju coach
they use their former players me say one area any kwa say omu na be president fa mo the Black Stars management committee
if the management committees
the Black Stars management committee
if we have like three
do we really even need the management committee?
The management committee should not be there in the
first so we need a national team manager Stephen Appiah not a manager but Stephen Appiah no so no yeah the team man as a team manager
but will be management committee no here ye nyina ye tu
but no here ye form there
even develop
I don't want me for ex-footballers class so kwan ye
can so mon kwa but management committee number 5 no imagine say
Samuel Seku for no
you only about 3 wom ye former footballers
Chama you have to take into consideration security into damwa ho uteki
security on we go protect your more on protect your more kata
now even developing
I'm going then oh Ghana police for mom she say overall now to go put bio on na kata o den oh yes so adebu ani ya go for beto maybe the only team security oh blast when you are going to play in England will ensure that they give the team security it's not for you to bring Matoma there players like hey one everybody one former players around
in the last 10 years and I Ghana best striker why what would you say
best striker
off on top of your head yes exactly so now what you saying you develop your philosophy around your strikers in for Samojan your number 10 role for the day are you next Stephen Appiah well all I'm saying is what you need is information from them what they do, how they do their things, and this animal. And straight away a big book I bit mature for our coaches to learn on. It's in Stephen Appiah, no drag back, and a top skill team drag back to Chinipa. How was he doing it? It is animal and short videos on even the FA website is Ukraina. Coaches can pick up and develop our coach players for us. It doesn't cost anything.
Well, good. Yeah, that's it. Now, come on there. Because Friday we have going to come on tomorrow now. Okay, I tell you how I play on 95.7 FM. On an outing in Kanokuchi, a number of the Premier League players are more UK ho. The experience and the knowledge or transfer no the Maya and Yasen. But come any great gift.